Republican National Convention tonight is Republican Vice Presidential nominee JD Vance's time in the spotlight.
Wanted to bring you a live look from the convention tonight. The junior senator from Ohio will headline night 3 as former President Trump's VP pick. In fact, many delegates on hand say they are excited about the choice and the free speech.
You saw the spotlights. They were getting ready for his moment tonight. Natalie Brand with us live from Milwaukee and more details. Natalie, what do we expect tonight?
Hi, Adam. Simone, good to be with you. We have another long list of speakers tonight, ranging from military veterans, Gold Star families, also the family of an American-Israeli hostage in Gaza. And as you said, taking center stage to close the night will be the new VP nominee, JD Vance, who actually made his first public campaign appearance a short time ago. He didn't reveal what he's going to say tonight, but said he would try to fire up the crowd.
New GOP vice presidential nominee JD Vance made an appearance at an event in Milwaukee ahead of his big speech tonight.
I joke with the president that, I'm very excited about this evening, and I don't plan to screw it up. But if I do, it's too late. He made the pick, right?
Former President Trump, who did his own convention stage walkthrough this afternoon, is expected to be back in the hall tonight to hear Vance introduce himself to the country.
If you know anything about Senator Vance's background, you understand that he came from very humble beginnings.
Vance is expected to share his personal story, rising up from poverty, and his family's struggles with drug abuse, as documented in his memoir, Hillbilly Elegy. Indiana alternate delegate Becky Bechtel says she's reading the book now.
How do you think that personal story is going to play into the rest of campaign season?
I think that he has an empathy with the American people that a lot of other politicians, if you will, do not have.
The Trump campaign is also highlighting foreign policy on Convention Day 3. Mayor John David Longo of Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, like Senator Vance, is a Marine Corps veteran.
As a veteran, what will you be listening for?
I'm looking for strength on the national stage. I can tell you as a veteran, having been to a place like Afghanistan, it's very important that we project strength.
There's an expectation Russia's war with Ukraine will come up tonight. Senator Vance has been a vocal critic of additional U.S. military aid for Ukraine, alarming some in the Republican Party. Vance has also made a journey from outspoken Trump critic to running mate, ready to officially accept the VP nomination tonight.
CBS News has also learned that Senator Vance and Vice President Harris had a brief conversation yesterday and said they look forward to debating. CBS News will host that debate, and we've learned that Vice President Harris has accepted 3 potential dates ahead of the DNC, which is scheduled for later next month. Adam and Simone.
So, Natalie, first off, no known relation between myself and the mayor of Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. But I wanted to ask you more about Vance. When Trump announced this pick a few days ago, he particularly honed in on some of those battleground states where he thought Vance would help him. Have you been able to talk to any of the delegates from those states? What is their reaction to Vance being chosen?
Yeah, they really key into his personal story. They believe that will help him to connect with voters in Rust Belt states, which, as you know, are some of the key battleground states that could determine the election in November. But a lot of delegates I've been talking to, they also mention his age, his youth. He's just 39 years old, and they say they're excited by that element, that he brings a youthfulness to the ticket, and they're also hoping that he might reach millennial voters, Adam.
Yeah, it definitely changes the dynamic of this campaign all the way up through November. Natalie Brand, as always, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Well, here at WUSA 9, we will be following any new developments that come out of the Trump shooting investigation and the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. The convention runs through Thursday, and we'll have coverage all week right here on WUSA 9 and streaming on Plus.